shopping experience with over 125 individual shops. Find what you're looking for at Mercantile at the Ridge, Ringgold Road, Exit 1, East Ridge.
Easter is just around the corner, and hopefully you have plans to go to church and then to enjoy the rest of the day with family and friends as we celebrate that most special day of the year. But it will also probably be a time where you think on those who are less fortunate. That thought already happening in Chattanooga with two of our best churches. Pastor Doug Plumley is back on from Ridgedale Baptist Church. With him also is Pastor Turnay Jordan of Mount Canaan Baptist Church. Good to have you both.
Good to be here with you this morning, Julie.
Excited to be here.
No surprise to me, y'all have teamed up yet again. This has almost become, you can mark your calendar, that y'all are doing your meal box giveaways this time specifically for Easter.
Yeah, we've done it for several years at Easter and Thanksgiving, and our two churches partner together. It's a great way we can serve our community and try to set an example of churches working together. But it's also a fun time of fellowship of our two churches just interacting and getting to know each other. So it's something we mark in our calendars every year at Ridgedale, and we look forward to it.
I will get into the specifics of the day and where people can come to get the food, but I love the intentional effort y'all put into it, Pastor Jordan, because y'all will be at your respective churches that day,
yes.
But your congregation won't necessarily. Y'all swap out.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is an opportunity to bring our people together. We all are part of the universal church, and this is an opportunity for us to get to know each other. Doug and I have become close friends, and over the years, Ridgedale and Mount Canaan, we alternate. We send people to Ridgedale, they send people to Mount Canaan, and we bless the community together.
So let's talk about when this is going to be for those who might be in need, because there are an awful lot of people right now struggling.
It'll be this Sunday, April the 2nd at 3 o'clock. There'll be 200 boxes at Ridgedale Baptist Church, 200 boxes at Mount Canaan. We're starting to line up about 1:30 to get in line to come and do it, but we'll start the distribution actually at 3 p.m.
Okay. What they will receive is there'll be produce, fresh produce in the box, and then a voucher to take to their local food city to get meat for that Easter meal.
That is correct. That's what we do. We'll have several different canned vegetables and different produce and fresh vegetables there. Some other sweets, desserts too. There'll be some sweet things they'll get to be a part of too, but then they get that food voucher to go to Food City and buy their own meat.
What has this meant for your congregation? Either one of you, what has it meant?
Well, it's meant the world to us. Over the past few years, there have been so many racial divides, and we believe that the church should be leading this conversation. And so as Doug and my heart became knitted together, we started looking for ways that the church could be the example for the world of people working together across denominational ties, against across racial lines, and it's been a true blessing, and we want to see this happen with other pastors and other churches in our community.
You know, I mean, I think all of us probably, our days are kind of set. No matter where you live and what you do for a living, you get up, you go to work and school, you pick the kids up, you come home, or that kind of thing. So unless your life has the blessing to touch another person's life, you can't necessarily know. So for y'all to create this connection is great.
It must be intentional. And I think it has to be intentional relationships. Doug and I connected, we brought our staffs together. And as we began to look at things that we could do together, this is one of the events. Ridgedale has always done it, but for Mount Canaan to come along beside them for the last 3 to 4 years has just been phenomenal.
I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. So for the folks who come to get the 200 boxes from either Ridgedale or Mount Canaan, they obviously are going to drive there. They're going to have someone get them there. And they might see a smiling face they didn't expect to see. If they want to turn their car back around on Easter Sunday and come be part of your congregation that day, are they welcome? That's
a part of it. You know, we will have invitations in the food boxes. Both of us will have some invitations inviting them back to our churches. And it is an intentional connection, but you know, we really want to love in our community first and foremost at this time. And we feel like it's a great way to do that. But it's also, as Turnay said, it's an example we want to set of churches across racial boundaries, any kind of barriers. we need to be leading by example. We need to be out there doing this. If churches can't work together, then how can we expect our communities to work together?
Exactly.
So Trinae and I, it's kind of a weird story. We met in Atlanta, even though we've been pastoring together here in this same area. We met in Atlanta at a pastor's meeting and got to be good friends and have formed that connection, and just felt like it was great to bring our two churches together.
So it is simply a drive-through thing. They're going to just simply get to the church, wait their turn in line in their car, right?
Don't even have to get out of their car. We put it in the box. We put everything in their car.
You're not looking for donations for the food. Your congregations respectively have already made those
Yes.
purchases for people. And then and there'll be a contact information then in there if they want to seek a conversation with y'all in the future. Is that right?
This is true.
That is correct. They can follow up information about the different things we got going on. So.
All right. Thank you both for your heart and for sharing your time this morning.
Thank you,
for
Julie.
allowing
Appreciate
us to
it.
come.
So it's Palm Sunday, this Sunday at 3 o'clock. Is that right?
Correct.
Either at Mount Canaan or at Ridgedale. Their addresses are right there on your screen, but Mount Canaan on Highway 58, Ridgedale on Hickory Valley. Fun fact I learned, Turnae's father pastored that very church. Is that right?
That is correct. He pastored this church for 40 years. We were in Indiana, and when he retired, became ill, my family came back to stand on the shoulders of my dad's 40 years. Yeah.
Who says that you can't go to church on a weekday? Thank you both so much for coming this
Thank
morning.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Local 3 wants you to enjoy a spring break staycation. We're giving away